Back in 1925, the founders of the Denver Foundation said, we don't know what future community needs will be, but we want to give future generations resources to help meet those unpredictable needs. And that's exactly what they did. They started the Denver Foundation, they started an endowment, and their vision is being realized 100 years later.
It's thanks to the generosity of our donors who for 100 years have fueled this endowment that we call the Denver Foundation, that have fueled these solutions that we put into the hands of people in this community so that everyone who calls this place home can thrive.
The Denver Foundation helps connect philanthropic individuals and families with needs in the community.
Linking individuals who may have time, talent, and treasure and want to have a greater impact with it.
Denver Foundation and Florence Care Intense Services have been around for over 100 years. We have deep roots in our community. Denver Foundation sits in a lot of good places to have conversations and assess the needs of the community and follow it up with the type of support that we need.
My husband Hal and I decided that when we're no longer here, we wanted to make sure that we were sponsoring and assisting those programs, and sometimes very individual programs, that were so important to us. And we also have areas of interest, broader areas of interest. And we knew that the Denver Foundation could do that very well. What a joy to be able to take all of those tasks and give them to the Denver Foundation. That is a no-brainer.
Having a partner like Denver Foundation helps us reach our impact at a deeper level because they understand the community need and align with the people who make the difference.
The Denver Foundation is not an other organization. It is rooted in community, and those who work with the Denver Foundation are a part of community.
The Denver Foundation has been a leader in the area of inclusiveness for decades now.
The driving force around what inclusivity even means from an organizational standpoint, and then also how it was infused into organizations.
In 1925, it was pretty unusual, if not extraordinary, for a woman to be on the board of a major civic or professional organization. The fact that Emily Griffith was a member of the original Denver Foundation board in 1925 set the tone for the Denver Foundation.
I wasn't the first Black to be a board chair. I wasn't even the first Black man to be a board chair, but I was the first Black Muslim to be a board chair of the Denver Foundation. I've seen every iteration of identity leading this organization. I see it infused in the organization, and inclusivity is a part of the organization. And so it's a core value, it's represented in the work, it has grown, and it has become more vibrant because it's more inclusive of more difference.
The Denver Foundation will always listen to community and adjust and adapt their solutions and their strategies depending on what they're hearing from people on the ground throughout this incredible community.
We talk a lot these days about who's at the table, and there's a phrase we used a lot when I was at the Denver Foundation: nothing about us without us. And what that means is that people who are affected need to be at the table and need to be helping making decisions regarding issues and challenges that face those people. But there's one problem with that concept. There is one group that is never at the table, and that's future generations. So one of the most beautiful things about the Denver Foundation and about community foundations is they help provide a way for future generations to be at the table.
In a rapidly changing world, endowments are critically important because they allow for flexible capital to be deployed to meet those needs that arise that we weren't anticipating. We can't predict what's going to happen 10 years from now or 100 years from now, but the Fund for Denver allows us to adapt to those emerging needs and meet those challenges by supporting the work on the front lines. Values like dignity, inclusion, justice, and equity Those have fueled the Denver Foundation for the first 100 years, and they'll continue to fuel us for the next 100 years.
The Denver Foundation is uniquely positioned to address needs in community. They are a part of the community.
There's just nothing as active or as successful as the Denver Foundation.
Thank you. Thank you for caring for the community and wanting to make a difference.
Who will shape the next 100 years?
Maybe it's you.
The Denver Foundation, a century of impact.